Good evening, folks. There we go. So how's everyone this weekend? Or the beginning of this weekend? We just got buffed. Yeah. So let's just do our weapons. Really needed to be more diligent about emptying my bags before I do all this. I was just on today too for a little bit. I don't know why I didn't do it then. And last but not least, PAX West this weekend. Anybody going? Anybody plan on going? Is that something we worry about? Oh, kind of loud. Where are we going? Let's mix it up a little bit. Go over to Bandit Castle. Wait, where am I tied? Let's see. Let's see. Hopefully it's that bug place. I think it is. I think it is not. Metos. Damn it. Don't want to be here. And the Lifestone Fort. Oh well, this will work for now. I had my archer out earlier today. Nice change of pace. Wily Manuga? He's so wily. Red garnet. It's green. I guess I need to be more diligent about the stuff. Now we want to go north. So let's see. Don't want to kill these guys. Soldiers, yeah, no. Ah, look at that. That worked out pretty good. What do we got here? We're jumping. falling damage is considered bludgeoning damage, so as long as your armor is baned for bludgeoning damage, you'll take less damage when you jump off of high places. Hennison. We have to add that. That's red. That's a hard one to find. Again, I'm not really looking to level. I'm looking for white sapphire. I have yet to come across a single piece of it. Oh shit. Gone. Screw it. Frost. I don't have a frost weapon buffed. What the hell is that up there? Oh, you know where we should have gone? And we're going. Yeah, screw it, we're going there. We're going up the plateau. I'm not going to need acid, but I will need frost. So we'll just get a quick buff on that weapon, then we'll hit Morale Sail. I always forget about this place. Just red spire and then we'll go north. Well, northwest. And where are we at? Yep, that's where I want to be. Good, good, good. That was 300 stuff. Okay. Further north. Obsidian Golem. Feral Carenzi. You gotta love the puppies. Alright, more north. Now we're talking. These things have a lot of freaking health. Or they just don't take a lot of damage, I guess. Stamina burners, that's what they are. So 6 plus 8, work 8. Damn it. No. And nope. And no. Work's good on it, but nothing else is. Okay, onward. He just dropped out of the sky. Yeah, black opal. I don't care about black opal. Black opal is improved crit rate. Do more crits. But a lot of the random drop weapons already come with it, so. Untamed Salorum. Never heard of those. Copper Gromny. Yes, I want that. Trophy. Trophy stuff. Nothing. Okay. Nope. Piercing it is. What's going on, Driss? A wild horkalong appears. This is all the stuff that keeps spawning. Decided to give Moray Sail a try. I'm going to find some white sapphire if I have to kill every creature on this freaking server. Twice. I love these sleeves. I like the way they look. It's just hard to find a good set. No, they're not bad. I'll grab those. Let's try the chickens. These are weak to bludgeon. I don't have any good bludgeon because I don't have any freaking white sapphire. The stuff on the island spawns weird, really fast, the outside stuff. It's different than the rest of the world. One piece, huh? One piece. I wonder if it's more common the higher level the mobs. Because he said they drop on tiers 1 through 6. It's fun. Nothing beats just running around exploring. Yeah, I mean, it sucks that you have to have a full set of buffs and you have to have a full set of weapons buffed unless you're playing a mage. But you just come across so much neat stuff. There was one time, I don't know if I ever told you this story. I was running around in the wilds. Oh, come on, fellas. One sec. Sorry. Wildlife is being rude. See what I mean about the spawns, though? They just pop like mad. Mr. Eyes, what's going on? There was one time when I was running up the beaches in, or outside Heavy and Toe, between Heavy and Toe and Tau Tau. And, after you, where the meeting hall used to be for Heavy and Toe, way down the beach, past that lifestone, there's a little thing, and then it goes into a little bay. And there was a banderling scout something, banderling something, a low-level banderling. I don't know what the hell it was. And when I got close to it, it started dancing, and I heard Charleston music playing in the background. It was the most freaking bizarre thing.
Listen.
Hey, Eyes, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. So naturally I had to kill it because it was weird. And I wasn't under the influence of any substances or anything. Playing on Fizzle Classic. They used to do all kinds of stuff like that. I remember coming across the TARDIS at one point. Yeah, there's a couple classic servers. This is Fizzle Classic. I started on not High Tide, Reef Call. Then I came over here just to check it out, so I'd like checking out what everybody else is doing. Yeah. Oh, Burb. Sorry, new person. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, well, probably wasn't important. Yeah, but I ran across TARDIS one time. The Doctor Who box. You're on Fizz 2? Yeah. I came here. Oh, I started on Reef Call because that was the big one, of course. So that's when you start on. Then I moved over here, and I just felt like I was at home, so I never left. It has a much lower pop, but I was just it just felt right, so I stayed. Kaboom! There you are. I was just asking about you last night. Where the hell's Kaboom been? I've been on all freaking week and no Kaboom. This is Dark Tide. I'm getting ready to go after some bloods. I challenged the entire guild to a duel, or the entire monarchy to a duel. They chickened out, naturally. It's a nice little spot right here. Who needs tough? Got everything right here. I'm also looking for a pair of pants for my mage. He has no pants. They're all fine servers. I don't mean to imply that one's any better than the other. But when I came here, I just felt like I was at home. I know, that's what I tried telling him, but he says the draft, up underneath the robes, is just horrendous. So. Alright, fellas, let's move over here off of the spawn point. Spawns out here are outrageous. You just can't catch a break. You have to pull away from the spawn point. Otherwise, you'll have, as you're looting one spawn, you'll have another one drop right on your head. Yeah, that's what the weapons too for my ults. That's what I'm looking for. He's wearing the Ebon and Sable Gromny armor. Sunstone. That makes me happy. If I can get a bunch of Sunstone, I'll be happy. What I need to do is go and unload my bags, so I actually have room to loot some of this crap. What's it? Level 75. You have the wrong DAT files in place, Bird. You have to copy over the classic DAT files. Jim Perry. What's going on, yo? We're going to be back on tomorrow. So if you're around, at least Thompson and I are. So if you're around tomorrow night, we'll be on P99. Where the hell did you come from? Good Lord. I'm not sure. Who was it? It might have been Gathorn. He made a monk. Nixar monk. It may have been him. But there's no telling. Most people that make monks are going to make an Ixar monk. So, oh, Burb, thanks for the, Burb. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate that.
Listen.
There it is.
And learn.
Yeah, I don't know who that would be. Anybody that has a monk, chances are they're going to have an Ixar monk. Okay, this is just irritating me. I'm letting a lot of stuff just rot, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to go unload my bags, and then come back. This is a good spot. I like this. Let's get to a safe space. Let's find our safe space. I will do that, Bird. I will do that. I wish I could just do it right here. That would make it so much easier. Maybe delete him. Stuck in a hole in Neriak. Yeah, Neriak's a pain in the butt to get around. Town is a freaking nightmare. Until you figure it out. Once you figure it out, it's not so bad. But just keeps taunting me with that sunstone. I get closer and closer, but it just won't let me have it. Oh, I gotta drop these freaking scrolls off, and then I gotta get on my mage and learn all them spells. Jesus. It's too much work. It's like a job. No, I don't. I was doing that for a while. It's just, they're in, but getting to them is much more difficult. So I just don't do it. You can do a Jim Perry. You can do a slash rewind if you're stuck in something, and it'll move your character back in time a little bit to get them out of that situation. On the Throne Destiny servers, you can just take the portals to those dungeons, at least the first 5 or whatever. But on here, you have to run to them. No, that's no big deal. It's only level 2. You're not out anything at level 2. I don't want to salvage fire opal. Oh, aquamarine. We do need aquamarine though. Hell, I deleted level 33 just because I needed a character slot. So. Oh, I can imagine. I can imagine. But this is all PvE, so. Look at that. Yeah, I don't care. I don't want it. Would be nice if I could stick. Does rending stack with Slayer? Ah, well, screw that then. Which one takes precedence? So many of these damn things, unless it has something special about it, I'm getting rid of it. Yeah, that's gone. You don't even need to do that. Well, I mean, honestly, Burb, all you really need to do is copy the DAT files back and forth. If you want to play on classic server, you copy the classic DAT files over and overwrite. If you want to go back to a TOD server, you just copy the TOD DAT files back over. You can just do that back and forth. Or you can have one of each. Yep. Yeah, you can do that. You just have to what was it? Do 2 instances of the launcher or something like. I don't know. There's a way to do it through the launcher and everything. I don't know. Driss is the one to ask. He knows all that stuff. I don't want to save any more wands. I'm getting inundated with wands, orbs, and things. Alright. I have to do some shifting around. Sorry about doing this during the stream, but I gotta free up some bag space and it's getting ridiculous. Oh, is it really? There you go. Yeah, but nobody wants to watch me mule during a stream, let's face it. Alright, 1 sec. Reef call's been down a lot lately. Is there something going on? That's what I'm doing now. I'm just going to load up an alt because I got the mansion's chests are full. I got to get my freaking mage into the mansion's chest so I can empty it out. Oh, there are? Okay. Oh, Friday night. What a bad night to do it. Level 46. I have never played this character. Not once. This one I just logged on with. I played him just enough to go through the newbie dungeon. Then I went to Shaoxi, swore him to my mule, and that was it. He was just a placeholder in the allegiance thing, a monarchy thing, so I could swear between the 2 accounts. And I've never played him. He's level 46. That makes me happy. It's a mage. Eventually he's going to be a buff bot. Oh, nice. Nice. Crap, this guy has no room. Alright, let's try something else. Oh, what the hell happened there? Okay, here we got a full empty bag. We're good now. Or a full empty bag. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yes. You there, take my stuff. My mage gets first dibs on all the level 7s. Once he has all his, then I'll start putting him on my other characters. But until he's fully set, everybody else has got to wait. It's another character I've never played. It was just another placeholder. My mule account is just a bunch of placeholders, really, except for the Tinker Mule, who is the monarch. Come on, stop moving around. Okay, now we have to switch over to the mage. I'm just going to do this all right now. So. Yeah. Oh, goddamn it, client crashed. Of course it did. One sec. There we go. Nature of the beast with any emulated game. You're going to have issues. Used to have crash issues all the time on P99. I don't know what happened though. I did a reinstall at one point and it just stopped crashing. Let's get these ones out of the way first, since we're right here. Got to get me some of those big backpacks for this character in the purple here. Just use it as a spell caddy. Guess I'm going to be making some alts, huh? Nope, that's not going to work. Alright. Okay. I think I'm done with this character, so I can log it out. Those are supposed to be the ones I got from you the other night, Driss. You watching this, Jim Perry? These are all different spells. Each one does something different. Now we can go in the basement. And I'm just getting started. There's Burb. Come on, click on the freaking portal. Now we begin the merry hunt for where's the freaking chest set? There. The friend of mine that joined the Discord earlier today, Bigby, he just happened to tune into the stream when we were talking about the crossbow character. He was the one that played the crossbow character way back in the very beginning before crossbows were cool. And he just happened to come in the stream right around the time that we were talking about that. It was just one of those weird quinkadinkas. Oops. Okay, that's one down. Nice. Cleared a whole chest out. Very good. Okay, I guess that's it. Now we can get back to work. Piercing. But I think slashing works too. I think that slash and pierce. But don't quote me on that. $290. Okay, that's for my archer. Just trying to free up as much as I can. You can buy carrots in the store, right? I don't know what to do with gold hearts. I'm just going to toss it in there. You can't turn them in. To the trophy smith. He doesn't take them. Red one, there we go. Nope. Almost done, almost done. I don't know what the hell this is. Let's get rid of it. 2 masks. They have to get turned in at some point. Let's save that. Let's save that. Save that. And save that. These are easy to get. I don't need to keep them. I'm going to sell that. And finally some more salvage. Are we done? Is that freaking everything? Oh yeah. Yeah, that's fun, isn't it? My favorite part of the game. Newbie content. I can wear that at level 80, so we're going to keep a hold of that. So Lich Seal that will go in the other chest. This can go away. Ah, damn it, it's no drop. Is that the Playboy bunny? That's my bunny mask. Back when he first fired up the server, he did a special event or something. Or no, he was just dropping a bunch of crap on the ground, and bunny masks were one of the things he dropped on the ground. I've had it ever since because, well, first of all, it's no drop, and oh, it's a bunny mask. You never know. I think we're done. Whoa, where are you going, bud? Just double checking everything. Gotta sell that, gotta sell that, gotta sell that. Let's salvage this real quick. And we're good. It's very easy to get just clutter in your bags from all the quest drops and all the special little trophy items and all these neat little things that are just, you don't know what it's for right now, so you pick it up, stash it for later just in case it's useful, and the next thing you know you just end up with bags full of crap. And the book, there it is, okay. Alright, Driss, I'm coming for you. Okay, gotta grab a coffee. I will be back in just a moment. clutter. There's a way out yonder. There's a little island out here somewhere where there's the White Rabbit. It's an homage to the Monty Python's Holy Grail thing. And it used to take big piles of bad guys to kill the damn thing. Damn it. His name's called Pookie. They named him Pookie. But he casts a spell called Bunny Smite, and it's an instant kill thing. And there was a trick to killing him. You had to have one guy get his attention and then run around in circles around a tree outside his little cave. So he was constantly running against the wall of the cave trying to get to him, while everybody else went in and just nuked the shit out of him. Sorry to abuse your buff like this, Driss. Yeah, I'm trying to get it set at GSA right now. I just can't find the shadow poop. It's remember how on the live servers, the retail servers, it was the shadow poop was easy to find. It was always the shards that you had trouble with. Well, in here it's the opposite. I got so much shardage. I'm drowning in this stuff, but I can't get any shadow poop. I gotta remember to get him some tapers before I log off for the evening. I don't know what iteration it was. Unfortunately, we'll never be able to see... Hey, Quillix, how's it going? The original version of the game ever again. Even like the first 2-3 years. Because the data's just gone. There's nothing to even pull from. I'm sure somebody particularly skilled in coding could do it from scratch, but that's a lot of freaking work. But I'm okay with this. This is good enough for me. Excuse me. I am grateful for what I have. And I'm grateful to all the hard work these guys are putting into getting it up and running. And I will save that for our Thanksgiving stream, all right? Remember that, everybody. Thanksgiving, be here. I'll be streaming, and we'll give thanks. Acid. Ah, not so tough now, are you? Bastards freaking spanked me around in a hunter's leap. How do you like it now? Remember that? That wouldn't surprise me at all. That would actually bear some looking into. Because this game was very popular in China when it first came out. And them Chinamen are some sneaky monkeys. Dispersing, my man. What's going on? Ooh, they don't like acid. Good to know. Yeah, wouldn't it? Whoa, fellas. Hold on, I'm doing something here. Wait your turn. I will get to you soon enough. At least it'll keep me from getting hit. Hematite. Hematite. What is all this stuff that's spawning? Just got very ugly here very quick. That's what we're looking for right there. Come on, fellas. Bring it, bring it, bring it. Get off the spawn point. Follow me over here. Now let's try something. Nope. Okay. These ones are weak to acid, the other ones are weak to lightning, I think. Reef call is down. Yeah, Atlas, I saw that. Apparently there's... Oh, nice dispersing. Good deal. This economy won't stand forever. Eventually it'll tank and then we'll all be on even footage. Footing. Even footing, not footage. All I know now is if you want to find every mob in the old obsidian plains, you place them up there in droves. Around the egg orchard? That's weird. Oh, good. Yeah, good. Girlfriend said a prison guard came in to get some. It's some thing that they use for overdoses. Not exactly sure what it is, but there's this horrible rash of prison guards inadvertently getting overdosed from yeah, Narcan. Thank you. Yeah. When they're like tossing a cell, they're coming into contact with oh, Jesus Christ, why can't I remember anything? It's the pain medication that they use on it's a patch. Typically. No, not human feces. I can't remember the name of the medication. Oh, memory's first to go, folks. Memory's the first to go. Cracks, what's going on? Yeah, it's horrible. But they're mixing it with heroin. But the drug is very potent in very tiny quantities. You know, I'm talking like grains of sand. And all these prison guards are just getting smacked with the stuff. And you know, it's really messing them up bad. And at least here in Pennsylvania, they won't supply them with the Narcan. They have to fentanyl. Thank you, Burbs. Thank you. Jesus. They won't supply them with the Narcan, so they have to go out and get it on their own, using their own insurance. No town network. No town network. Each of the starter towns will have yeah, that's exactly why. Each of the starter towns does have a collection of portals for the towns in that racial group, but that's about it. Zeus likes to watch people squirm and suffer. He's what made me think of that was during the conversation with the girlfriend, when she was telling me about it. So the prison systems would be much emptier, and B, they wouldn't have these issues if they would just legalize all these illegal drugs and let people just make stupid choices on their own and live with the consequences. It would eliminate so many problems. You would get rid of the overpopulated prisons, which is of course why they don't do it. The Mexican drug cartels would be shut down overnight. Literally, they would have no more money. Yeah. Christ, London used to have opium dens right there in town, right there in the city. You could go there and smoke your opium as much as you wanted. You were tended to by people that ran the shop. If you overdosed, they would or not overdose, but if you were spending too much time there, they'd contact your family to come pick you up, that kind of thing, or contact somebody to come pick you up. They could tax it. They could generate so much revenue. You could pay off the debt in probably 5 years. But, when you privatize the prison system, you need that free labor. It's just got a little bit of everything on there, doesn't it? I'm going to take that one. Whoa, that scared the shit out of me. Oh, that was funny. Was not expecting that. There's a buff bot in Holtberg. Driss has a buff bot in Holtberg. He can buff you full 7s. Oh, come on, fellas. Let me think. What, you don't want to play now? Huh? You want to start your ship, but when I freaking run away, you just want to act like a little bitch? Nanto. Christ, I don't even know how to get to Nanto from, there should be a portal somewhere nearby. No, not really, because of the classic server thing. Nothing you get's going to be really accurate. Yeah, in Holtberg, there's a portal to Shaoxi, and then from Shaoxi, you go to Yarak, and then in Yarak, there's a portal back to Holt. I'm looking for white sapphire cracks. Zeus put it in the game, and I'm trying to find it, and I have yet to find any. So that's what I'm doing. I'm not even looking to level, it's just kind of happening. I'm just trying different tiers, because it's supposed to be on tiers 1 through 6, and I'm checking all the different tiers to see if I can find any, and so far no luck at all. I think he's just fucking with me, to tell you the truth, him and Driss. It's a concerted effort. And honestly, I don't even know what the tier system is. Does it say somewhere? Tier 4. Okay. Oh, this is only tier 4. How many tiers are there? Oh, well, that explains why I haven't found any so far. Everything I've been hunting's been too low. I never thought to check on the loot to see what tier it was. Yeah, it's always a good idea. Always a good idea once in a while. Come back fresh, full of excitement. And I've actually been hitting it pretty hard lately. Gathorn's out of town, Thompson's going back to class, so EQ has freed up. So I've been taking advantage of the time to get some AC in. That's the kind of stuff we're looking for right there. Not having that bludgeon rending's really hurting. Oh, there's rending. It's just getting the materials for it. Everything except acid and bludgeon is relatively easy to get. It's work 4, that's why I'm taking it. No, I got a acid, fire, and lightning and piercing right here. But he forgot to add bludgeon rending in the first place. And then he just did recently. So I forgot to add white sapphire onto the loot tables. It's just an oversight. And it's in now. But I haven't found any yet. Driss found, I think, 2 pieces, he said. I haven't found a single piece yet. Yeah. What's going on, X? Digital pimp. That's why the terrorists hate Americans. Is really that many watching? I took the counter down because I was focusing too heavily on it. And it really doesn't matter. I'm just here to have fun. Go away! Jesus Christ, let me loot something. You literally just stand in one spot. And, not run out of things to kill. On Morello Sail. Just on Morello Sail, though. Nowhere else. From Shaoxi you go to Yarak, Burb. And then from Yarak, there's a Holberg portal. Just like that. Behind the big building in Shaoxi, there's a Yarak portal. Yeah, there is a Yanchi portal in Shaoxi, but Yarak's just faster. Here we go. Here we go. It's on the opposite side of the tower. The Yarak portal is. He does not want to make it easy on us, and I appreciate that. I kind of like it. It forces you to learn the portal routes again, like back in the day. Oh, you guys suck. If I can do it, you can do it. I can't even remember my own name half the time. he's copper, so that would be 6. Is that right? Yeah. Gorge hounds suck. Be nice if we could have our maps back from Go Arrow. The dungeon maps. They worked for a while, now they're just not popping up anymore. And it pulls from AC maps. I don't know what the problem there is. Oh, is that it? Is that... Do they? That was bullshit. In and out, yeah. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I misread what you were saying there, dispersion. Yeah, well, you think they'd learn from Chick-fil-A. Jesus Christ, they made them bigger than they ever were. And Chick-fil-A isn't even really that good. Oh, will you please just stop attacking me? Let me loot. Yeah, the world map works, but the dungeon maps don't work. I don't want any more fire opal. Lost a grommy somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I didn't. Okay. That I can't help you. Oh, hold on one second. Let me pull up my map. Nanto, you say? I have no idea. No idea. Sorry, I wish I could be more helpful. Where'd you lifestone tie at? Oh, just do a lifestone recall. Where are you trying to get to? You're trying to get to Holt? Just do lifestone recall. /LS. That'll get you back to Shaoxi. Go back to just go back to Shaoxi. Come on, lag. Once you're back in Shaoxi, let me know. Team attack. Yeah, we'll try to blow it up anyhow. Just see what happens. Brass, is it acid? Is that right? Honestly, dispersing, that's the best thing that could happen to the universe. Once we start colonizing other planets, it's all over. Oh, that means we're gonna have a cold winter. That's all right. That's right. We had a hot, pretty nasty summer. At least we did here.
Listen and learn.
Mighty Rat King, thanks for the follow. I haven't seen any yet. Not one. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good at taking care of itself, dispersing, without our help. Well, it didn't help that I was hunting the wrong tier stuff. in the beginning, but now I'm hunting tier 4. Still not seeing any, but Fizzle Classic Rat King. I've been checking all tiers. I started at 1, and I started low and started working my way up, and I have yet to find a single piece. In fact, the low tier stuff, they've stopped dropping as much loot as they used to. I don't know if you adjusted it or not. It's not me. Yeah, I know you're a dick. So I keep telling people, don't come to the server because the guy who runs it's a dick. And yet they keep showing up. Am I originally from... No, Frostfell. Frostfell was my home. I'm finding green, red garnet. So... green wands they're identifying as red garnet. When I first started playing on Frostfell, it was all the Konas, various Kona, Kid Kona, Neo Kona, Old Man Kona, that kind of thing. No, you don't. It doesn't count when you can just spawn your own. Yeah, this was years ago though, and then I lost my original account, so I had to restart about a year before it went down. Oh, good thinking. Good thinking. I remember Cal Zhou, not the rest of them though. And I wasn't familiar. I just remember seeing the name. I wasn't a big factor on the server. I was just one of those people you'd see running around doing stupid shit like this all the time. Copper is 6. I do remember that. I remember everybody swearing fealty to him. There was something weird happened during the fight between him and Acheron, and they had to restart it or something. Balzron had to stop accepting fellowship or allegiance requests. Vassals. He had to stop accepting vassals. Well, look who it is. Speak of the devil. I recall him being so much taller. Ooh, Orc 3, that's nice. Not very many. You might have 10, 15, 20 on the weekends. Might. It's kind of one of the things I like about it, though. No, no, no. It'll never cost to join any of these servers. Wait, Burb. Okay, the Burb, it's not in Holt. When you're facing the tower in Shaoxi, on the opposite side of the square, there's that big building, and behind that there's a Yarak portal. Go through that. Sorry, I missed your... What's it? That'll get you to Yarak, and then as soon as you portal into Yarak, right to your left is a Holtberg portal. Oh, he killed that one. Fucking Balzron stole my kill. He's running on a Casio calculator. I kid. I have no idea what he's running on. That I have no idea. I have no idea. It's way beyond my skill level. Way beyond. Hey, perfect timing. Yep, and you'll see Driss right up there by the Lifestone, up on the hill. And, you know, each of the 3 starter towns has a network of portals that'll get you around a little easier. Beyond that, you know, get your subway portal, old school. Run. You'll spend a lot of time running. And I love it. I love every freaking minute of it. Come across so many dungeons I didn't know about just because I had to run everywhere. Subway, the original subway's there. You know, outside of Arwick. Look at that, white quartz again. Not sapphire. Alright, let's go back and bug dress a little bit. Oh, Zeus is independently wealthy. He's got this big server all set up in his house. He hit it big on the stock market back in the 80s. And okay, I'm going to hold off on that because I got to hit the head. Coffee's going through me. So I will be back in just a moment. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back.
Listen and learn.
Crap. Verb, I almost forgot. The Path Warden guy. Talk to him and he'll give you a key to get into that chest, and then you'll get some somewhat decent starter gear. Yeah, well, yeah. Fizzle Classic, home of the Drudge Hookers. Who's this? Cracks, you're on. Ooh, one more level and I can go up next tier in my armor. Or my gear. Or armor, yeah, derp. What are those cloud spells that you're casting right there? Oh, very nice, very nice. Oh, I don't know what they are. Alright, Burb, there's each of the starter towns has 2 starter quests that you can do. Let me get all buffed up and I'll give you a quick tour. There you go, Wreck. I started doing videos for all this stuff, but I just got lazy. Every time I did a quest, I would go back and do a video for it, but that's on the YouTube page, but I got lazy. I got busy, not lazy, just freaking busy. Oh, excuse me. Sent him to the moon. All right. Oh, I like that armor. That is sexy. What is that? This one's been around for about 5 months or so. I like that. That's sexy. Where do you get that from? I mean, it's going to be a while, obviously, but that is pretty. Oh. Never mind. Are you here, Burb? With a twist. It was originally a TOD server, Rat King. But with all the other TOD servers, uh, Zeus decided to do something a little different, so he made it a classic server because somebody else was working on something. So there's like this group effort. No PK Lite. There was a PvP server, but the population was 0 or 2. No sense having a PvP server if there's nobody to kill. So it's really just this one right now. I'm sure once my son gets over his WoW kick, he's going to be back on too. I have no idea. Yeah, the dungeon maps aren't coming through anymore. Maybe they just didn't renew the domain or something. Nice. Good deal. Just follow the instructions step by step and it should fire right up for you, Rat King. And that applies to any of them. This one, Reef Call, High Tide. High Tide? Is that what it is? High Tide. Um, okay, well, I'm going to go kill some stuff. There's an eater. Thing. Some people just can't be trusted with power. Ah, they're hideous looking things, aren't they? It's a stomach on legs. Notice they come equipped with a toothpick. Where'd it go? Oh, we kill stuff. I am 74. Did it all the hard way though. Just going out and killing stuff. This is my highest level character, which should give you a pretty good idea of how competent I am at this or any game. And I've been on this server since day one. I don't get a lot of time to play though. I pretty much only play when I stream, so because life. And then my stream time is divided between this and EverQuest, P99 EverQuest. One sec, Burb. Oh, there you go. Thanks, Zeus. A secret Russian cavern. I don't know. Oh, there you go. Well, they have to because I can't afford bread. You know there are more billionaires per capita in Moscow than any other city in the world. I find that amusing. Well, their complete ignoring of copyright law kind of probably helps with a lot of that. Now, Burb, there's 2 starter quests in each town. Holberg, Shaoxi, and Yarak. Yarak has 2, but the second one sucks, so you're probably not going to want to do it. Woot! White sapphire. It does exist. So at this rate, I can make I can blow up a weapon in about a year or so. Should actually swear to Driss to give him the XP. That's not a bug, it's a Gromny. $267. That's the highest armor level I've seen yet. I'm going to stick with the Gromnies, I think. No, I didn't, Anonymous. What's the deal with that? Did they die? Please tell me they did. Oh my god. Hey, it's not like they're going to overdose or anything, but yeah, it's kind of processed weed, processed down to an oil, or then you can smoke it through like a vaporizer or something like that. I don't know. It was the kids, you know, the kids. Rolling a joint just isn't good enough for them. It's concentrated. It's like what crack is to cocaine. You can only get so high. See these. I've seen this amongst the newer generations. They keep smoking and smoking and smoking, thinking it's cool because they're smoking so much. I smoked so much weed last night. Why? You're only going to get so high, and that's it. You're not going to get higher. That's what happens when you send your kids to public schools. They come out more retarded than they went in. We used to have really good schools in this area, but anymore they're shitholes. The high school is basically a rape clinic now. Every year there's multiple counts of rape happening, like in the stairwells and stuff like that. And this is not a big town. Where's our Twitch commercial? Do we have a Twitch commercial? I'm confused. What's going on? Danny Maple, the Maple Man cometh. I got. Oh, you only get hit with the commercial when it first begins, when you first tune into the stream, and even then, it's not an every time thing. It depends on whether or not they have advertisers. Really, to be honest. Yeah. No, they got to keep the servers running. I don't condemn them for that. You know, just devil's advocate kind of thing. Even with all the advertising they do on YouTube, it's still been running in the red for the last 5 years at least. I imagine Twitch is the same thing, and Amazon's not going to put money into it if it's not making they're not seeing a return on their investment. So they got to keep servers running. And it's expensive to run one of these outfits. Just the number of servers that you have to have, plus the people to maintain those servers, people do customer service. So that's where the bulk of your costs go. I heard that he, Anonymous, I heard that there's, I've been out of the loop. I've been incredibly fucking busy lately. But I heard that there was some deal with, you know, the FBI hiding, Stork hiding all those files and whatnot. So they're going to be pushing that a little further. I want to believe that Sessions isn't going to push anything until he knows he's got a slam dunk. Because it just kind of seems to be his MO. He doesn't pursue a case until he knows he's going to win. And against somebody as slimy as Hillary, they really got to be careful about her getting off. I mean, just look at no, he can't do that. That's unconstitutional. What the hell's his name? Jesus Christ, my mind. What's his name? Almost got her out of everything. Guy who was the head of the FBI got fired. God, my mind. Comey, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, because of some of the shenanigans he pulled, there was a very good chance that they weren't even going to be able to prosecute her. Yeah. And they've caught him flat out lying under oath. So it's not over. It's not over. It's just everybody wants it done now, and that's not the way it works. There's a process involved, and if you really want to make it stick, you have to go through the steps, and you have to make sure all your T's are crossed, I's are dotted. You don't want to give them any loopholes. You don't want to give them any backdoors. Yeah, I like Trey Gowdy. I wish we had more like him, and I wish he was the Attorney General. I wish that would have been his appointment, but from what I gather, he didn't want the position. So you can't really blame Trump for that. I really like Gowdy, though. We need a lot more people like him in office. Yeah, 1 million emails in like one day. Advanced FBI technology allows us to do the impossible overnight. And Stork was just cherry picking. He was cherry picking emails to present to Congress. Or Stork. Did I say Stork? Or Strock, or whatever the fuck his name is. Oh, and that guy, when I saw him on the stand, I just wanted to fucking throat punch him. He's just one of those people. You just look at him. You know, if he brought, like, if I would spit on his collars if I did his dry cleaning. Don't these guys drop the rug? The hide for the rug? Or is that's slashers? Never mind, not slicers. That's slashers. That's Stork. Guy got fired. Also, he's going to probably be seeing some prison time before this is all over. But I can almost guarantee Hillary will never see the inside of a cell. As much as I would like to believe that the system is going to work, I have never even seen one of these before. Oh, let's see how bad they hurt. Oh, they're not bad. Yeah. Somebody posted something today on Twitter. I forget what it was, but it had something to do with. Oh, it was Bill Clinton eyeballing Ariana Grande at some concert or something. And it just got me to thinking that, you know, if Hillary sees that, what the hell? Where all this damage come from? How she would just like flip shit on him because he can't. He can't behave. He just can't. He can't bring himself to behave. I can just picture Bill just saying, "Yeah, well, at least I was president." And it just this holy shit show happened. Tier 4, okay. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely, no doubt about that. Yep, because they've been crooked from day one, since they began their careers. Christ, when she was working on the Watergate investigation, I think, wasn't she fired from it or something like that for? But I want to believe, but I've seen too much, been around too long to just have any real faith in the system anymore. what did we say? Acid works good on these guys. I just like the cheering helms. I think they're sexy. Danny and I, Danny Maple and I have been debating about this for a while, and I want to believe that he's going to do a good job because it's the only president we got, and you know, at least he's not Hillary. But the practical side of me knows that there's only so much he can do. He doesn't have the support of Congress, despite having a majority, you know, a party majority, because half the Republicans don't like him either. He represents a violation of the status quo. And, you know, he has ties that can't be overlooked. Oh my God, it would have been awful. We've been in full-blown war by now, probably. Would have been awful. Look at that. That's a steel key, not an iron key. I like these guys. Yeah, she would have just kept poking the bear. Poking the bear. There's and not because she doesn't like Russia or anything like that. It's just because of money. It's just plain and simple. The economy's tanking. If the economy does collapse, they have no power left. The only thing that keeps the economy afloat is war. And who better to pick a war with than than Russia? You know, you could keep that going for a long time. Oh, I don't disagree with that. I wouldn't say horrible, because honestly, he really hasn't done all that much. Ooh, that's the other one. Neat. Laos. Yeah. Tiny little Asian country. Yeah. Oh, I remember. No, Trump didn't have anything to do with that. I like that you're all talking to each other. That's nice. Makes me happy. All right, you have a good night, Anonymous. We have a problem in the United States, Burb, and I'm not discrediting anything you say. I'm not. We can't afford it anymore. We simply cannot afford to take care of other nations anymore. We never could. It's nice to be philanthropic, but we simply just don't have any money. The money that we do have is borrowed money. And it's sad that bad things are going to happen to people. It really is because of the United States getting uninvolved. But let's be honest, the United States hasn't done any countries any really big favors in the last 75 years. And for us to continue to do this is going to mean that we're never going to be able to do it again because the money's gone. There's no money left. We're using credit cards now to do all these things. And it's sad that, like, Palestine, for example, that Danny Maple and I were discussing earlier. It's sad that bad things are going to happen to those people. It really is. But we can't afford to do anything about it anymore. And it's honestly, as cold as this sounds, none of our business. Laos, yeah, we fucked Laos. I'm not going to disagree with you there. For no real good reason either. But there's nothing we can do about it now. No, it really isn't. It really isn't our business. It's none of our business what other countries do, good or bad. And that's the problem. The world's gotten used to the United States meddling. And our meddling has never done anything but bring harm to other people because of the corruption in our government, especially since the Federal Reserve came into effect. The best thing we could do for the rest of the world right now would just be to pull back, to shut it all down, pull it back. We've never done the world any favors, ever. And it's not the people, it's the politicians. Oh yeah, absolutely it should be. I don't disagree with you there at all. It's the Federal Reserve that we're in a lot of these positions that we're in now. But we can't fix Laos. We can't fix Palestine. We can't continue to afford supporting Israel. We can't afford these wars that are going on in the... The war in Vietnam should have never happened in the first place. And that was a mistake made by people who are no longer around. And you can't, just like with the slavery issue, you can't condemn the people that are here now for things that have happened in the past. I didn't do that. I didn't do that to Laos. My family didn't do that to Laos. I wouldn't have agreed to it if they had asked me. That was politicians that did that. And it sucks that they did that. And it sucks that they did that in our name. I don't disagree with that. But I didn't do that. Why should I continue to have to pay for it? Lesson learned. Don't trust us in the future. If they're here as U.S. citizens, they can't be sent back if they're U.S. citizens. I'm not really sure what you're talking about sending them back. If they're U.S. citizens, they can't be sent back because they're U.S. citizens. If they haven't accepted citizenship but they're still living here, well then, yeah, maybe. And, you know, it's going to suck. It is. I'm not disputing that. But we just don't have the money. We don't. And I'm tired of paying for it, quite frankly. I'm tired of paying 20% of my income, and that's, you know, world standards, that's pretty low. But I'm tired of paying 20% of my income to other nations to fix their problems, because we just don't, we don't have it. Yeah. Yeah, there's a difference between hanging out here and living here. Yeah. And it sucks that we did that. It does. But I didn't do that. You want to go after the people responsible? Then by all means do so. There's tribunals that you can go through for that kind of thing. And those people, assuming they're still alive, can be brought to justice. If you can get a tribunal to see it. Don't dwell on the past. Exactly. You can't go after those people. And you can't dwell on the past because you're not going to get anything accomplished that way. Learn from the mistakes made in the past. Move forward. Your family doesn't have to go back to Laos. There are other options that they can go to. They just can't stay here. And yeah, it sounds shitty. It really does. I don't disagree with you. But I can't fix that. And I'm sorry. Any more than I expect people in Laos to fix my problems. Sometimes you just got to make the tough calls. And nobody wants to make the tough calls. And that lack of making the tough calls has put us into a situation where it's just impossible to get out of. Other nations need to stop trusting in the United States, like finding white sapphire. And you know, as an American, it pains me to say that because we were better than that at one time, but we let our guard down. We allowed corruption to take over our government, and you know, the rest of the world needs to learn from that and start taking care of their own problems. Stop calling to us for aid, because the aid that we've given in the past has come with a horrible price. Entire nations destroyed. Entire civilizations wiped out. And again, that's not the people that have done that. That's our poorly chosen elected officials. We're learning. We aren't broke, dude. We have 200. Like Dispersing just said, we have $200 trillion in unfunded liabilities. All right, Zeus. Have a good night. And that's not even counting the current debt that we, you know, what is it, 27 trillion now? The defense expenditures are dropping the bucket now. It's way beyond worrying about that kind of stuff. Way beyond. Way beyond. I mean, we're talking about numbers that don't exist in the world. Well, we spend a big chunk on defense, but honestly, as many people as we pissed off, we kind of have to. But until it, and this is going to continue to happen, we're sitting here talking, and we all know the answers, but it's not going to happen because we've become complacent. Nobody's willing to do anything about it. Plain and simple. It sucks that this stuff happens, but nobody's willing to fix it. Nobody's willing to make those sacrifices. Willing to give up your comfortable way of life, your job, your income, your home, the food in your cupboards, the clothes on your back, your freedom, your life, your liberty. That's a lot to give up, especially when you get comfortable with it. See, I do. I do have children. And there's a lot I'm willing to sacrifice. A lot of creature comforts I'm willing to sacrifice for the cause. See, we're not those people anymore. Those people don't exist anymore. When we fought for our independence initially, there were people in the field in the middle of winter with rags wrapped around their feet, fighting for a cause that they believed in. You find me a large enough segment of the population that's willing to do that today. And then you find me somebody to lead them, because you can't just have a bunch of people just running around willy-nilly trying to, form a revolution. It doesn't work. You just have chaos. You have mobs. They've done a very good job of fragmenting the population. Yeah, well, that's part of it. They've done a very good job. They took their time. Damn. Sorry. One sec. They laid the groundwork, and a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit more and more and more, until it's to the point now where I don't know how we would survive anything like that today. You're fighting against a crafty opponent, and it's not our government. Don't think for a second it's our government. They're just tools. Yeah. Yep, and they don't even shed a tear when they do it. It's business. It's plain and simple. It's business. But, all right. This is me playing devil's advocate again. You're fighting against an opponent that plays the game a hell of a lot better than we do, and is willing to make more sacrifices, and is willing to take greater risks than we are. There it is. It's not our government. They're paid by the same people. They've had a lot of time to prepare for this. They've had a lot of resources at their disposal to implement it. And they're not going to give up that control easy. Now, the funny part is it's the easiest thing in the world to eradicate. It's the easiest control in the world to take back. if you can get everybody on the same page. But because they've done such a good job of fractionalizing the society, cocooning everybody, keeping everybody separate, stopping the communities from forming, that you can't present a unified front. You just can't anymore, because everybody will end up killing each other. So there's the sticky wicket. The answer's easy. Answer's easy. Putting it into effect, not so much. Space Force is never going to happen. It's one of those distractions. Sorry, I'm being incredibly negative, and I don't mean to be. I don't view it as negativity, though. I view it as realism. Reality of the situation is we're on borrowed time. It's only a matter of time before it all collapses. And then once it does collapse, we lose control. We have no cohesion, we have no unity. So all they have to do is pick us off one at a time. Yeah, well, you can't pay it back. It's impossible to pay back the debt to the Federal Reserve. So my question is, why do we even bother? It's a private bank. We can just declare it predatory lending and just not pay it back. Screw you. Come and take it. Where's your army? Now this is new EQ is easy, Genoa. Oh hey Genoa, welcome back. The live servers for this game are no longer exist, but no, this is much easier to get up and going. Much easier. This is much more soloable. That's what makes it easier. Excuse me. Good Lord. You guys are wearing me out tonight. Run over to Cragstone real quick. No, it's not all soloable, but you can get to max level solo. You can't do all the content solo. The messed up thing about this game, Genoa, not messed up, it's just the odd thing about this game is it doesn't matter what level you are, every single thing you kill is going to give you XP. Even if you're like level 274 and you go kill a level 10 drudge out in a field somewhere, you're going to get at least 1 point of XP for it. At least that's how it was on retail. I don't know about here. I don't know if that's changed at all. So as long as you kill enough of those drudges, you can get to another level. Everything you do does generate XP. Everything you kill, the killing part, does generate XP. It's just, you're talking billions and billions and billions of XP at max level. Yeah, the quest drops in this game are more trophy items than anything. The best drops in the game are the random loot drops, because then you can take those random loot drops and tinker them. The trade skill is called tinkering, to modify the stats or the properties or whatever to make them better. You can do that with your armor, you can do that with your weapons, you can do that with your wands. So you do the quests to do the quest to get the trophy items to hang on the wall in your house. But then for your gear, it's all random loot drops. And for the XP for the quest turn-ins. That also adds to your continuing need to do things. Because as you level, you got to increase your gear, because there's tiers of gear. And for each tier of gear, you need to make a new set of gear. So you need to go out and get your salvage to apply to the gear. You see what I mean? But yeah. Total savings percentage. No, I know dispersing. That's kind of what I keep trying to let people know. It's a lost cause. It's a hopeless cause. You can't pay it back. There's not enough money in the world to pay it back. Crushing blow, biting strike. Check that out. See, now this would be like a good stopgap weapon until something better came along. That's technically a quest drop or a quest thing. Good night, Rat King. Thanks for hanging out. Glad you found us. There's another tooth item from those guys. I don't remember what it is. I think it might be a dagger or something. I don't remember. No, this is a copper gromny tooth. This can't be tanked. Groovy, good. Glad to hear it. I'm not going to be on tomorrow, but I'll probably be back on Sunday. Tomorrow's EQ night. So, yeah. Trophy item. Ooh, upgrade. We have an upgrade, folks. Dumping a bunch of this stuff in the mansion chest, in case anybody of the appropriate level needs it. They can just go grab it. It's very lightweight moly. Good base stats. Keep forgetting you can't just run through that one. Well, that one's full. I gotta get more bags to fill in the secondary slot. The servers for AC, I would recommend Fizzle Classic, but I'm biased. Any of them are good, Genoa. They all share code. They all work together to make a good product. Now, to be honest with you, Reef Call is going to be easier, probably, to get started on. Has a bigger population. Do they have the Talon Crier buff bots there? I don't remember. We're with you in just Kenshiro. Although we do have Driss's buff bot in Holberg, so that does help. If you want to get the feel of the game as it was, at least this is the equivalent of the P99 for EverQuest, more or less. You know, it's as close as you're going to get to that equivalent. Whereas Reef Call would be the live servers for EverQuest. There you go. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. As soon as there's an official report now. Yeah, everybody knows that was an effect. Kenshiro it was just finding something concrete that they could get to stick. It's getting closer and closer to that point where they're going to be able to. I'll make it stick. Okay, I'll be back in just a moment. Gonna go grab a coffee. And welcome, Kenshiro. Right back. Okay. Yeah, Russia's tired of playing, I think. The serious situation, if we continue to push anything over there, it's going to blow. Russia's tired of fucking around. But I don't. Do they even have voice chat? I don't when I stream because it gets too confusing. Or every once in a while, I'll make the mistake of hopping into one of the voice channels for one of the discords that I'm part of, and then I invariably get somebody who just overwhelms the conversation and or has a really bad mic or something like that. That happened the other night with Theo. And I don't like wearing my headset either. I don't tend to believe a lot of the things that are said about Iran for the obvious reasons. Dispersing. Now I may do that Sunday night, Burb. We'll see if there's enough people around and everybody wants to hop into a voice chat. You know, by all means, and we can sit here and talk about AC all night. I have no problem doing that. But as you can see, the conversations tend to drift during the stream from non-gaming related. More often than not, they tend to drift to non-gaming related stuff, and it's really hard to keep track of all the different conversations. So, at least it's hard for me. The primary reason people come to my streams isn't necessarily to watch the gameplay, it's to have the conversations. Yeah, exactly, dispersing. That's exactly what I mean. It's one of the few remaining nations that aren't part of the central banking system of one sort or another. I don't know if I've ever been in the Fizzle Disc chat, Driss. I'm not sure, but we'll plan on it on Sunday, since it's a holiday. And, you know, in celebration of Labor Day, we'll just put the rest of the world aside and just talk about having fun on Asheron's Call. How's that sound? I like these conversations, though. I like it when people get involved in the world around them and at least become aware of it. But sometimes you have to put that aside and just give your brain a rest. Because it wears on you. It really does. When you become aware of all the things that are going on. There was a thing involving the Mexican drug cartels not too long ago that in Georgia. This happened in Georgia, mind you. Where they were trying to send a message to somebody. And they did so by dismembering this man's child right in front of him, a little 6-year-old kid. While he was still alive, mind you. Hearing that kind of stuff and being immersed in that kind of stuff on a regular basis really wears on you, and every once in a while you just have to step away. And that's a country we should go to war with. You want to go to war with a country, and you know, protect America and its assets, because I'm of the opinion, I'll get to that in a minute, dispersing, but I'm of the opinion that Mexico has already declared has committed an act of war against the United States by allowing this to happen, by allowing all that crap that's going on in their nation to spill over our borders into our country. To me, when Mexican nationals come across the border and start killing our citizens, that's an act of war, and we should retaliate in kind. And we should have done so a very long time ago. Now, that problem could have been solved by the conversation we were having earlier, about just legalizing everything. But yeah, yeah. And they're animals, straight up animals. To them, they have a very skewed sense of honor. I was reading something about it the other day. They consider it honorable to kill women and children, bragging rights. Oh, I got rid of my Facebook. I have one for the stream, but I don't do anything with it other than post when I'm uploading. And that's just, there's a few people that's how they get the notifications, and that's the only reason I maintain it. Same with Twitter. The only thing I do on there is, promote this and the gaming life stuff and that kind of thing. Yeah, it keeps you awake at night. I've had those nights where you just sit there and think about it and you can't sleep because your mind's just racing. The horrible things that people are willing to do to each other for money. For money. My question with the whole Iran thing is, so what if they have them? So what? They have every right in the world to protect their borders, just like we do, just like any nation on earth does. So what? We have thousands of them. Russia has thousands of them. Nobody really seems to care too much about that. Why is it a big deal for Iran to have them? If you leave them the fuck alone, you don't have to worry about them lobbing them at you. They have no reason to if you're not bothering them. Jesus Christ. Oh, but you gotta protect Israel. Screw Israel. They dug this grave for themselves. Let them deal with it. Well, plan for the worst, hope for the best, Driss. Yeah. Look at that, 500. That's nice. I like that. Emerald. We actually got some emerald tonight, too. Very nice. Yeah, that's one of my problems with Trump, is that he's very pro-Israel, and you can't. Okay, I say you can't blame him. You can blame him, but Christ, all his freaking in-laws are Israelis. I mean, all his kids married into it. So many of our problems would be solved if we just cut them loose and let them deal with their own problems. You want to start this shit? Fine, you can start this shit, but you have to fix it. The United States can't do it anymore. I'm not pro-Palestinian either. I'm pro-American. This is the country I live in. I don't give two shits about any other country in the world. I really don't. You know, if they want to engage in fair and honest trade with us, sure. You know, beyond that, I don't give two shits. We've spent too much time worrying about other nations, too much time meddling in other people's affairs, um, and it's done nothing but cause more debt for us and more harm to these other countries that we're helping. Um, and it's time for that to stop. Bring all our assets home. Let the rest of the world take care of itself for a while. Let Germany deal with it. Oops. We're like 3 world wars. I'll write that down because that's not the first time you've mentioned that, and I just, you know, memory. All right. Noted. Woot. Finally got slash rending. Now I can blow up one of them. It's easy for these politicians to give this money away because it's not their money they're giving away. It's our money. It's just maddening. We went to war with Britain to gain our independence due to a 3% tax on tea. You know, and other reasons. You know, representation, no or lack of representation, all that kind of stuff. And now here we are willingly just giving 20% of our income to the government every week when we get our paychecks. And nobody bats an eye. Nobody thinks anything of it. Yeah, the Pinch Request XP rates are the original rates. They're not upgraded rates. Classic server. Although the Quest turn-in XP is 1.5%. Or 1.5 times normal. So Quest turn-ins are a little higher. It depends on more censorship. Senator Chris Murphy is going to be one of the first people up against the wall. Is it times 4? Is that what it is? I know. I think CNN's going to start easing up a little bit because they're starting to see their careers vanishing. A lot of them have been easing up on the whole Trump thing lately, or at least being a little more agreeable. And that's just out of fear of their own survival more than anything. Let's go to Zykel, because that's the closest to Algelima I'm going to find. Well, we are. Okay, we should be. We should be, because it's our responsibility as citizens of a theoretically bottom-up form of government. I got it right here, Tris. I know my portals. For the most part. I need to get to Algelima is what I need to get to. But there's no easy way there. And, well, it was Thomas Jefferson, I think it says, every 100 years or so the citizens should attack the government just to reset everything, just to remind them who's boss. We've never done that, of course. The South tried it in the Civil War, of course, but we all saw how that turned out. With the blood of patriots and tyrants, exactly. We need a few people like that now. Boozalooza, thanks for the raid. Done streaming for the night. Booz is one of our EQ folks. It's something that should have been done right after Woodrow Wilson became president. As soon as he signed that legislation into law, people should have taken up arms. We didn't. We let it slide. And here we are. No one to blame but ourselves. And that's... Boom! What's going on, Booza? I hope it does, and I hope it has the same sound effects, Kenshiro. That would be awesome. No, I take it all very seriously, Burb. That's the point. I don't play on CoreNav, Booza. I haven't been on the live servers in so long. Just P99, that's it. I was going to hop on a couple times this week, and I just got sucked back into Ashron's call again. Because Zeus is tempting me with drops and lose my voice. But that's not CoreNav, that's I play on Vertoxilus and Zegany. Oh. Yes, sir. Ashron's call. You can run 50 miles an hour, and you have a 20-foot vertical leap. Watch this. Watch this. You ready? Watch. Here, we'll go next to the tree for comparison. Boom. You have jump skills and run skills in this game. The higher your skills are, the faster you go, the higher you jump, or the further you jump. I'm not either, Burb. I'm not either. Those are my hammer pants. Hell yeah. Can't touch this. And it's a good thing you have it, because you spend a lot of time running in this game to get from point A to point B. You do as much portal hopping as you can, but you always got to run over the remaining distance. And there's a lot of times where you're just running cross country to get to a dungeon or something like that, and you're surrounded by bad guys. So you just haul ass through them and hope that you survive. The run speed helps with that. Alright, hold on, I'm missing a lot of chat here. Oh, Jesus Christ. College university should just be outlawed, or university should just be outlawed. They're not doing anybody any good anymore. Let's bring back apprenticeships. Oh, a little lag right there. But that was one of the steps in the process, the whittling away, the picking away. That allows them, you know, from kindergarten up to university levels, it allows them to shape the minds of the young and send them out in the real world. You raided me right in the middle of an interesting conversation, Booze. Or several interesting conversations, actually. I'm trying to get to this town, Algelima. And I don't remember how to get there through a portal, so I'm just running. Yeah. And I'm just going there to get some masks made. These 3 heads I got right here. You can turn them into masks. And that's what all this running is for. Come on. We're almost there, though. Hi, guys. What are you doing? Just wanted them to feel like they were contributing or something. Poor guys. Just standing there by the road waiting for somebody to come running along. Ooh, now that we do have to kill. Nothing. They drop trophy items. Or quest item things. And here is Algelima. Now where is the mask maker? What? Well, there's the mask for that. Now, where the hell are we? Oh, Iron. Shit, I gotta take those to Iron. Alright, Bozo, you have a good evening. Thanks for the raid and the host. And for stopping by. Sleep well. Have a great weekend. Now, where were we? See, this is something he's been doing all along. He'll make these statements about this whole Hillary case, and then he'll back off on it. But not until after they've done something stupid. You know, tip their hand a little bit, and then he'll back off for a little bit, and then more information will come out, more information will come out, and then when things start to like peter off, he'll jump out there again with something else, and you know, more people will start flailing around, more mistakes will be made, more information will become available, and then he'll let it go again. This is why I'm of a mind that he's trying to build a concrete case. He's trying to help Session. No, I'm going to be wrapping up soon, Burb. It's getting on 3 a.m. my time, and I got to get up at 7 o'clock with the baby. Otherwise, I would. There's a method there. And you know, that's kind of the way Sessions operates. Is he won't try a case until he knows he's got a lock. And I'm just hoping against hope that that's what they're doing. That's just, you know, that's one. That'll be nice to see justice served. It will be. It's not really going to accomplish anything, though. It's just going to be, you know, justice served. So there we go. But on that note, thank you all very much for the great conversations tonight. I really do appreciate it. They've been lacking lately. A lot of that's my fault. I've been so busy. I will be back on tomorrow night. I don't know. Depending on what happens tomorrow, I don't know. If the folks are around, we're going to be doing P99. If not, I'm probably just going to be hopping back on here. So until then, you folks have a great evening, great weekend if I don't see you before then. And yeah, have fun. See ya.